Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're gonna talk about XRP. And I gotta start with this from Jack the Rippler. AMM volume surges on the XRP ledger. 40x increase in just 1 week. And I think this has a lot to do with the launch of those meme coins on the XRP ledger. So I expect this to go much higher than 40x. But you know, I don't invest in meme coins. I did years back. I just don't see the value in it. Most of the time, they end up as rug pulls. But I think it's going to bring value to the XRP ledger. Confused about the difference between stablecoins and XRP? Here's a simple breakdown. Stablecoins often require smart contracts that allow governments to freeze assets and control how you spend your money. XRP cannot be frozen or clawed back. This is probably the best explanation of XRP versus a stablecoin I've heard so far. Take a listen.
I see a lot of people confused about stablecoins versus XRP or XLM, so I want to just delineate the differences between the two so people have an easy explanation that they can show other people. Stablecoin requires smart contracts, right? So these are going to be clawback provisions, things where the asset can be frozen. Governments want domain over their currencies if they're sovereign currency and they are the one that's issuing it. And so they want all of those things in there. With XRP, can't be frozen. You can blacklist addresses. So if you don't want to receive XRP from somebody else, you can blacklist that address, but nobody can freeze your asset. And there's no smart contract capability for clawbacks or other things like that. When you send the XRP, it's gone. Okay. And so it's very difficult for a government to take these things from you, whereas CBDCs, they could do that all day long. So, and they could govern how you could use it, when you could use it, what you can spend it on, all those things. So those are the main two differences for people that are like wondering why somebody, would invest in XRP versus just using a stablecoin for transactions. Stablecoins are relying on third parties or the other person. And so with that, there has to be a level of trust there. And if you don't trust that intermediary, you're going to use something like XRP.
And there you have it. That's what I've been saying all this time. The BRICS are going to use something like XRP because Russia doesn't trust China. China doesn't fully trust India. So when they're sending payments back and forth, they're going to need a trust layer. What can that trust layer be? XRP, the ultimate trust layer. And it can't be frozen. When the US decides to go live with their central bank digital currency, they're not going to call it a CBDC. They're going to call it a digital dollar stablecoin, or they're going to give it some other fancy name. But at the end of the day, it's still going to be a CBDC because they're going to have to be able to control that money. Think about if they send a payment to the wrong person, they're going to want to have the ability to pull that payment back. They're also going to want to be able to freeze people's assets. That's the difference between XRP and a stablecoin. And this is why people will choose to use XRP over RLUSD. XRP under fire, future uncertain as Ripple faces state-level legal battle. So in recent development in the Ripple litigation in California, a U.S. District Court judge issued orders on several motions, bringing clarity to the ongoing lawsuit in which plaintiffs allege security law violations by the cryptocurrency company. The parties involved in the XRP lawsuit have scheduled settlement talks as the court prepares for a pretrial conference on December 19th and jury selection on January 21st, 2025. So Judge Hamilton's ruling largely favored the plaintiffs, granting orders on 4 motions under the Daubert rule. Then they talk about getting rid of certain testimony from different experts. But here's what it comes down to is right here. Ripple argued that Clark lacked specific expertise on XRP, but the court found his report reliable, emphasizing that XRP ledger is dependent on Ripple and that the distribution of XRP favors the company. The judge noted that the opposing opinions of experts, Farrell and Amos, on whether Ripple's actions affected the price of XRP would be determined by the jury at trial. As things stand, legal expert Fred Rispoli has flagged the ongoing uncertainty regarding XRP's classification at the state level. He said that the California case, which is based on state law, does not directly affect the SEC versus Ripple case, which is based on federal law. So this is a big deal because Judge Torres said that Ripple's sales of XRP to institutional investors broke federal securities laws, but sales on secondary markets to retail investors were not considered securities transactions. So we got to wait and see the outcome of this. But the only thing that would happen here is that if the California judge can actually say that XRP is a security in California. Now, do I think this is going to happen? Most likely not. I think a settlement will be paid here and we'll just move forward. But I've been keeping an eye on this case as well. And I think this is also part of that case where the people lost like $50 because they sold their XRP at a loss. But I'll keep you up to date on that as time goes on. Australia's first Ripple partner in 2017 flashed payments with a new video about their partnership on Ripple's homepage. Ripple Payments has helped accelerate our business, not only through offering faster global payment times and cost savings to our customers, but in a big way through the introductions that Ripple has also provided us to large financial institutions and remitters overseas. So flash payments, through the use of Ripple's technology, expanded out throughout the globe. That's how game-changing this technology actually is. It's not just about cross borders. It's about helping companies emerge as a global company over time. Wow, private equity platform Link2 says the average payment settlement times between Bitcoin and Ripple. Bitcoin average 10 minutes, Ripple average 5 seconds. And that's going to become even faster through Interledger Protocol. But when these private equity platforms are talking about this, they know XRP is the future. Ferran Prey of Persist explains how he is excited about the DeFi expansion on the XRP ledger and how these new forms of real-world asset tokens will expand through the Cosmos ecosystem. He also mentioned that XRP, being one of the most traded assets in the world's most developed economies, speaks volumes. Take a listen.
But there is a long tail of projects or customizations that we are not allowing right now. So the points I'm more interested are probably in one side, DeFi itself. I think XRP ledger, XRP token itself has been quite isolated. If you see it, it has about $2 billion volume daily. So it's one of the most traded assets in some of the most developed economies like the US, Japan, Korea. It's among the top 3 most traded assets.
Yeah, especially now, like when the status is finally clear.
Yeah, so I think like the point is that if it had this adoption on this volume without being exposed enough to DeFi, I'm very interested in seeing like now, thanks to the interchain stack that will be connected to all the EVMs and Cosmos ecosystems, what people does with it. And in extension of what Aureli said, Ripple and the XRP ledger will have now all this huge range of tokenized assets that will, I think, XRP ledger will lead on that. And through all this interconnectivity, these assets will be able to be ported then to all the Cosmos ecosystem, to the EVM ecosystems. And there is a huge range of applications that can take benefit of that and create very interesting use cases on top of it.
So take notice how he said real world assets will be moving over different networks. But he also said that XRP is being utilized in Japan, Korea, and even the United States in some ways. And he expects more expansion of XRP over time. So they're all telling you that the future looks incredible for XRP. Yet people still somehow think XRP is always going to be sitting around 50 cents. Coinbase developer Lincoln Mirror explains Based Agent is a template that lets users build AI agents, a bot designed to carry out specific tasks with access to various smart contract functions. So now you could create your own AI agent on the Coinbase exchange. And this AI will carry out trades for you and swaps and staking as well. I'm kind of excited where this goes from here. I think an AI agent might actually make things easier for new investors over time. People that don't understand how to do swaps and staking, things like that. I want to see where it goes from here. I want to see how reliable the AI is before I actually use it. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen to unveil strong new global sanctions as BRICS nations, Russia and China, push to forge deeper ties. So now, because they don't like what's going on between Russia and China, now they want to force more sanctions. Didn't Janet Yellen learn yet? The fact that they are using sanctions is what got us to where we are right now. And Russia's just going to continue to evade U.S. sanctions. They also want to crack down on third world countries that are supplying Russia with critical inputs for its military. You know, they're just accelerating. I still think the United States, China, Russia, everyone's working together. And because you see the U.S. say, well, we're going to put deeper sanctions on Russia. Then what happens? Russia speeds things up. They're rushing towards launching a CBDC next year. So what has to happen next? Now the U.S. has to rush to push into the digital age as well. I think everything is leading us into that new financial system. Customers rejoice as 7-Eleven finally introduces scan and pay option, embracing digital payments across all locations in Thailand. You know, eventually we are going to see this everywhere because everything is starting to evolve. You know, when you go to the local gas station, the convenience store, eventually we are going to be utilizing blockchain and crypto inside of all payment systems. That's the end game. Mass adoption. I think it's going to take US regulations, crypto regulations, then soon after we'll get institutional adoption, which will lead to mass adoption over time. And that's why I said, the next couple of months, maybe year or two, it's going to be a very exciting time in crypto. The globalist World Bank has misplaced a staggering $41 billion in climate change funds, an investigation has revealed. Oxfam launched an investigation into the World Bank's holding of the funds and found that billions in misplaced funds had gone missing. Investigators revealed that there is no clear public record showing where this money went or how it was used. You know, most of this money most likely got money laundered. It probably ended up in a lot of people's pockets. You know, politicians probably pocketed some of this money as well. But you know, whenever you see this, it shows you. They tell you, oh, we got to use X amount of your tax dollars to fight climate change. Then all of a sudden later, you find out that the money is missing. Where did it go? You know, most of our tax money is probably tied up in this lost money, because I'm sure the US government had sent a lot of money to the World Bank. But you know, we are XRP holders, and eventually we are going to watch this cryptocurrency take off like you would not believe. It's all coming together. The digital age is not slowing down. You know, people get frustrated because they watch XRP go sideways for long periods of time. But if you see the big picture here, all we're waiting to do is watch XRP take off. We're going to watch the rise of the new financial system. We're watching the digital age come together in real time right now. But until it happens, you got to stay patient, stay positive, so we can get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.